Welcome to Professor Investigators Uncovering the New World Disorders, video number 2. We didn't really cover like the cochlear implants, and that's what makes us targeted individuals able to constantly hear messages. All they do is try to put you down. It's absolutely mind-boggling, but we're going to cover it a little bit this episode, along with a lot of other stuff. So let's get right to it. These are the cochlear implants. There's a cochlear receiver. It looks the same as the one in my x-ray. Here's another cochlear implant. It looks exactly the same as a different one in my x-ray. And then this third one, right here, makes 3 different cochlear implants to go with the 2 synthetic telepathy implants, the pulse generator, the communications array, and the RFID tag, all in my face. So they're constantly trying to get you to do stuff. They're trying to drive you crazy, so you end up either incarcerated or institutionalized, or you're just seen as crazy. They want us, because we were able to show the guy that worked for Harris at the same address as her aunt and uncle. It's about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours away from here. We're going to show these phone records that I got of my ex. Now, why I had to get those phone records is an interesting story, and I'm going to share it with you one day, but it's not important in this episode. What is important is, I told you it was her mom's side of the family. I'll say that when it all started, she went from getting text messages from her mom, maybe 15 of them a day, back and forth, to hundreds. One day I counted 400 between the two when she was off. So she was with me. She had received 400 text messages from her mom. Or back and forth between the two, I should say. You don't think they were talking about what they were doing to me? Maybe. Those cochlear implants. Now let's look at all the people that have maybe committed crimes recently, last couple decades, who swear they were told to do it by the voices in their head, or they were hearing voices. Now it's important to note that psychology, you can read books from doctors, and it's well stated that schizophrenia is an adolescent, teenage, early 20s onset disease. Never ever sets in after 29. If you're schizophrenic, you'll know it way before you're 30. Most targeted individuals, there are kid-targeted individuals, there are young people, but the ones that are over 30, they're not going to have a sudden onset of schizophrenia. They're targeted. Harris Company, Stint Roads. Look at this file on my phone that was either put there by the police or somebody when I wasn't looking. I said police because I was set up 3 times and arrested within like a couple months span, and I noticed that a few of them were involved for sure. Alright, so now you've seen how they can make you hear them. She'd always just tell me it's all in my head. I finally broke down after about 2 weeks of starting to hear the voices, before I put all her stuff by the front door and she left the house. Finally broke down and I told her, I was like, I didn't want to. I said, I'm hearing voices. Now, mind you, the voices in my head were a man and a woman at the time that hadn't spread to all these people. And I called the dude a leprechaun and the girl a whore. So, in my head, I never told anybody that. So she's the first person I say, I'm hearing voices. I don't know what's up. And she says to me, she looks me dead in the eye, she says, so you mean to tell me there's a little leprechaun running around in your head? I said, what the fuck? I didn't say nothing about no damn leprechaun, bitch. 2 weeks later, since that conversation, I started calling the people in my head aliens. To them, To me, it's just like a thing, like we're fucking aliens, you know? 2 weeks goes by. She's out of the house. I haven't seen her in a week. She pulls up to drop off our kid, and she says, "How you doing? You still have aliens running around in your head?" I said, "Fuck this bitch. This motherfucker. I know you involved now. I mean, I knew it in the first place, but you gonna try to rub it in like that? I'm gonna get you. If it takes 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, I'm gonna prove this shit, and I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna figure it out. You're gonna get what you deserve. Brain rape and fucking psycho." I think we should show some more stuff on the Harris Corporation. L3 Harris Technologies Company, whatever you want to call yourself. You and your 87 subsidiaries. You know they just sold 2 subsidiaries in the last week for $1.5 billion in cash. I'm telling you, Chris, CEO, Mr. Brown, former CEO, head of the board of directors, they're gonna get you. You ain't gonna be doing this to people. Fucking murderers. So let's show some stuff on them. And the last one I'm gonna show is an employee, former employee, just from Glassdoor, with a statement, you know. It's unnerving to say the least. Specializing in microwave weaponry, confidential intelligence systems, broadband communications. L3 Communications supplied this video. L3 Communications Technologies merges with Harris Corporation. Former employee review of L3 Harris. The remote neural monitoring division concerned me. They ruin lives by creating technology that manipulates people's ability to manage their own lives. We're going to go ahead and end video number 2. I look forward to making number 3. Actually calling out some people now that we know how they do it. I want to show you what those first couple months are like, and why some people actually turn to suicide or go postal. Until next episode video, make sure you like and subscribe. I appreciate it. I want as many people to hear everything I got to say as possible.